So don't point a finger at me.
Don't you say that to me.
Yeah, what's true?
You know nothing about the law.
Oh, I know
You care
plenty.
nothing
I know
about
that
the
I know that you have manipulated it till you can't manipulate it anymore. You don't. You want to listen? You want to hush?
Hear your lies.
Please hush him up, please.
Weaver, I would love to keep the decorum, but you're engaging with the public,
No,
and
I'm
it
trying
makes
to
it
make a
hard.
statement. I'm trying
And
to
then
make
you're
a
telling them to
statement.
hush. So don't engage with the public. Just don't.
We are
So-
going to go ahead and call this special called meeting to order, if the clerk will take row.
Mr. Ortega? Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Ms. House?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Mr. Ortega, it was said that he had to be at work and could not attend this meeting. The first thing on the agenda is the second reading of ordinance number 2025-13. This is related to the city pay plan. Council, we did yesterday send out an email to you guys, and we're going to make it a part of the record today, a budget that doesn't affect jobs, an ordinance as well considered the sanitation, and then just a complete breakdown of the historical information when it came to that ordinance. Also, we're going to like to put on the record here that the current budget you're about to pass, the fire department will automatically be busted. So at this point, if this budget passes through here today, we'll have to fire everybody at the fire department with the current numbers you have, which I sent that in the email yesterday as well, the city ledger showing you that it's, with this new budget, it's depleted. Also, we're going to make on the record the amount of jobs that's being impacted by this, which is 51 employees, 2 clerks, 1 building inspector, IT completely removed, 15 at the fire department. This would eliminate the pay for the rescue squad chief and assistant chief. Public Works will lose 15 employees. Also, 2 more after the fiscal year. Police department, that would remove 13 different police officers there as well. So, and we'll get you a full impact list emailed out to you and it's here today, showing you this breakdown as well. That's coming out to 101 years of service that's being removed out of the city. So it ain't new people that's just been impacted by this, but it's also going to be people that's been here for a long time. And then the amount of people that's going to probably quit from this. I hope you realize the significant damage that this is causing, and especially since we sent you a budget that works, that impacts no jobs. And again, my office is willing to work with you, but you've got to be willing to work back with us.
We have been willing to work, and there's some things that I want to say. First of all, who created that budget? Who did that?
That was done by was Sherry worked on the budget prior to?
Sherry created this budget too?
No.
Who did that budget? That's my
Well, it was with the finance director and then Dylan Bishop. He worked in it. We all played a part in getting this budget done.
Okay. Can I ask about the garbage? I just briefly looked through it. Noticed you removed all the garbage money from where it was. Why, can you tell us why you did that?
Because Jens did the same thing.
Yeah.
And your budget, so we were matching your budget.
Because it's not legal, correct? Is that pretty much?
That's up for debate.
Well, that's the law. That's the law.
What-
And
what-
listen, I
hold
will
on,
say
hold on.
this. We're going to take every bit of this in consideration. You gave it to us yesterday. There's no way we can do our due diligence in a matter of less than 24 hours, and you know that. So if you would like to work with us, we have been telling you
When?
that we are all ears, we're willing, but we cannot work together, Randall, when we don't get all the information. I have sent open records requests over and over and over, sometimes 3 and 4 times to get one thing answered. That's not working. Now, working with us it would be to give us that information in a timely manner. Now, certain people, not on the council, can get it in less than a day. That's what's really incredible to me. So if you want to work with us, we are more than willing. And believe me, we have put in a lot of time, unnecessary time, time that we could have spent working together rather than trying to piecemeal this together. So and we plan on having to amend this ordinance many times to get it right because of the lack of information. And it's just that simple. So if you want us to work with you, we'll be glad to. But as of today, we're going to read this ordinance, and you have the power to veto if you'd like, okay?
I just
Go ahead and
want,
start with the first reading, please.
no, you just made some allegations, so let's not take this to a different level. These are discussions regarding what's on the budget, so let's just keep it nice, we don't have to get defensive. City Clerk, at any point in time, for the public's clarity, have you not given them the open records request that you're legally bound to give them?
I've given everything that I can give.
Okay, when I ask for one answer, one topic, and it takes me 3 times to get it, is that, why, I don't understand why I couldn't have received all that information as specific as it was the first time.
Can you show me where that was so I can try to figure
It
out?
was in regard to attorney fees and fees. And I had to question you 3 times for the information. And this is just an example, and I don't want to argue.
Sir, but
I'm
listen,
not here to argue.
I would not impede my character on trying to shortchange you on things like that, because this is my
Well,
job.
it's awful suspicious, and it's not just to me, but to everyone sitting here, and our attorneys as well. So if you want to truly, Randall, if you truly want to work together, we're here to work with you. But today, we're going to read this ordinance, and you have the power to veto if we pass it, okay?
Let's keep order in the building. It's important because I understand the feelings in this building. And you guys know the truth just as much as we know the truth. And I understand the frustration, but these meetings, we have to keep in a professional manner. We cannot be going down any roads that doesn't reflect the city in a good light. So we need to get a handle on that. But Judd, to clarify, to create your budget, you asked about attorney bills, and they were not given to you correctly.
That's just one example.
Yeah, because,
We asked for several things.
I didn't have them yet.
Okay.
yeah, so,
When I asked the second time, you immediately sent me a little bit more. The third time, a little bit
As
more.
they come in.
No, it was within a day or two. And so I don't want to argue.
but that has nothing to do with the
And
budget.
here's another thing. We're not going to sit here and debate. We're here because, Randall, you created jobs illegally, and you created positions, and you gave salaries that were illegal, and they were never in the budget, and you keep saying,
See,
well, it
you
was in the
keep-
budget, it was
you
in the
keep
budget,
making
but it's
out-
not. And here's my point. I know that there's a lot of upset people here. God knows. I spent 16 years working beside most of you and wanted nothing but the best for you, supported you all I could, and you know that. And here we are with all these new employees that were hired illegally. It is up to this man right here who's made it clear he does all the hiring and firing. And he right now has a choice. He knows who he hired that was illegal, that was not approved by council or the legislative body. If it's not approved by the legislative body, it's illegal. It cannot be put into the budget effectively. And that's that.
Judd,
So
can I
if-
ask you a
if
question?
If you're concerned about your jobs, this man here does all the hiring and firing. We're trying to get it back to an even playing field
1950.
to where we can move forward in the right way and legally.
So in 2022, when you and Kelly were sitting on council, did you pass
I'm not going to go back in time. We're here to read.
let's keep order. It is relevant because that ordinance that ordinance created these positions. That ordinance created these positions. And Donna, before you make a social media post, we are talking about things pertaining to this agenda. People need clarity. This staff needs clarity. But they have the truth in what's being said, and you're saying something different. No, sir. Whose powers is it to hire, Judd, in government, city government? Whose powers is it to hire?
Please read the ordinance. I'm done. I'm finished.
Okay.
You know that.
Again, you're passing a ordinance that is not balanced. Your fire department, we've given you physical proof from the ledger. It is busted. If this ordinance goes through the way that it is, I will have to lay off the entire fire department, and that is not
Then you should have thought
embellishing.
about that before you hired 70 almost employees illegally without.
Here goes more
without the pay
false
plan and
numbers.
That's that.
I've hired 15 full-time employees in 3
Well,
years.
you said it'll affect how many people? Mr. Whalen, how many people did you just?
51.
Okay, let's say 51. Then I look at it this way. I'm in the dark because you've given us nothing, very little information. And here we are. If it's 51, then that's something that we're going to have to deal with.
Mr. Weaver, in all due respect, you were just
So if you
appointed
want
this
to
year.
work with us, we can do that.
You were just
But right now,
appointed
you're
this
wasting
year, and
everybody's
then you
time
tried to
because
impeach
we're gonna
me.
read this ordinance.
You just
And-
tried to
and you
impeach
can
me.
veto it, okay?
We're going to read the ordinance.
Yes, we
No
are.
one's impeding on that. But again, you're getting awful angry at facts, and I just,
I'm frustrated
you are,
because
you
I'm
are.
having to put a lot of unnecessary time into something that we should have never had to do because of your actions.
Because of your 2022
No, because of
13
your
ordinance.
actions alone, sir.
2022 13.
Anyway.
Let's keep order. Go ahead. the clerk.
Since, from the way I looked at it when I got the material, in the 3 years that you've been here, Mayor, there was 72 people that had 3 years and under.
What does that have to do with, Kelly, you are
That-
wrong.
that
No,
says-
you are wrong in your information. Here's the thing. You realize when this meeting's over, people can do open records requests, and they're
Yes,
going to
they can.
request what I've hired, and it's 15 full-time people.
Was it approved? Yes or no?
The mayor has the powers to hire and fire.
Randall, listen.
You just
when
told the
when
public
first-
this.
But when you first started, you did it right. You advertised.
You just said this.
Like for Philip's position, you advertised a position available. Did you or did you not? Yes, you did. Absolutely.
We did.
And then you went through an interview process, maybe, I don't know about that. But that's the way it was always done. That's the way it should be done. You quit doing that, didn't you? Yes or no?
Well, Judge,
Did you
listen,
advertise-
this was on a
Did you
city
advertise
officer
the HR
position.
Did you advertise
Whose?
the HR
Whose?
position? No, you did not.
No, we hired internally.
Yeah, you did not.
We hired internally.
Hired them illegally, you know what, I know, and your attorney knows it, okay?
You keep
So-
saying, you use that word a lot, Judd, and it doesn't.
Illegal,
Yeah.
illegal,
It
that's
doesn't
right.
make sense.
You're not, you did it illegally.
So how was that illegal that I didn't advertise it? Please explain that to us and the public.
Council creates, mayor hires and fires.
So the 2022 ordinance that you guys put in effect, well, you wasn't here because you're appointed too, but that they did?
We're appointed by
I wasn't
law.
here.
We're appointed by law, we don't break the law like you, sir.
Oh, Juddy. Juddy.
What, Randy? What, Randy?
Little Juddy, you know better than that. Let's just go and let her read the ordinance.
We're reading the ordinance.
Read the ordinance, read the ordinance,
You're out of order.
read the
You're out of
ordinance,
order.
read the ordinance, read the ordinance, you're out of order, read the ordinance.
Go right ahead. You're out of order. Okay? Read the ordinance. Please.
An
No,
ordinance
no,
of,
I've got a lot more. I've got, yeah, shame on you for directing this council and this guy to do illegal things. And you're the one responsible for that, my friend. So don't point a finger at me.
Don't you say that to me.
Yeah, what's true?
You know nothing about the law.
Oh, I know
You care
plenty.
nothing
I know that
about
you,
the
I know that you have manipulated it
And
until you can't manipulate it anymore.
Throw away the entire fire department. You don't care about it.
I care more than you could ever imagine. But I'm going to do it legally, and we're going to do it the right way. We're not going to sneak it in the middle of the night and do things like it's been done. You know it, I know it. Are you finished? Are you finished? Yes. Please. No, the mayor didn't hurt my feelings, bud. I could care less. I could care less. No, I'm doing this because I'm trying to save the ones that have been here, that have worked all these years, and not to be replaced by people that he wants to replace them with. Now, that's what's going on. Do you, hey, let me ask you a question.
okay, that's
Okay,
enough.
really? Let me ask you this. Do you think that he had, are you done? You want to listen or you want to hush? Please hush him up, please. Do you think this is not a lie? Do you think,
This is off the agenda. This is
do
off
you
the-
think,
We're not taking
for a
comments
second,
from the
that he had any concern about hiring the 9?
Just read the ordinances and get through
Are
it.
you going to keep the decorum? Jeremy, you going to keep the decorum here or not?
Mr. Weaver, I would love to keep the decorum, but you're engaging with the public
No,
and
I'm
it
trying to
makes
make
it
a
hard.
statement. I'm trying
And
to
then
make
you're
a
telling them to
statement.
hush.
Read
So
the ordinance.
don't engage with the public, just don't.
Read the
So
ordinance.
I can
we're
make
we're
this very
trying to
clear.
read the ordinance.
Okay, if I could speak, I'll.
She's here, Judge, let's just read
Do
the
you think,
ordinances.
for 1 second, that there was any concern about the 9 city police officers that he fired, accredited police officers that he hired and replaced with unaccredited police officers? Did he have any concern for that at all? No, he did not. No, he did not. So all of this is just a spin and a ploy as usual. He knows he broke the law. He knows he broke the law, and that's that.
So let's keep order. Let's keep order and let the clerk read. But I suggest anything that's said here today, and I hate to do this to the city clerk, but because we're inundated in open records requests as it is, but you can have access to how many was hired. I can promise you, we've never hired any officer. There's no officer on your police department that's not accredited. The young officers that we did hire, they went through training, got accredited. It was 2 of them, and they are accredited now. But nobody was replaced. Huh? Excuse me?
You're so concerned about employees that have been here and worked hard and have tenure, but yet you walk in and you let 5 or 9 really good officers, you let them go.
How many?
It was 8 or 9. And I think
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
I'll get you the
Yes,
facts.
sir.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, because
go.
when you speak, you know what it is. It's a lie.
This is an ordinance of the City of London, Kentucky, repealing the ordinance numbers 2012-19, 2015-09, and 2022-13, and repealing the existing pay and classification plan for the city employees and non-elected officers of the City of London, Kentucky, and establishing a pay and classification plan with authorized positions, assigned grades, and salaries, establishing certain personnel procedures, and whereas the city council of the City of London, Kentucky is required by KRS 83A.070 to have a pay classification plan. Now therefore be it ordained by the City of London, Kentucky as follows. The ordinance numbers 2012-19, 2015-19, 2022-13 be repealed in their entirety. The pay and classification plan attached as Exhibit A, which is incorporated herein, with the job titles, grades, departments, denotions of whether the position is a non-elected officer, whether the position is salary or hourly, and the number of maximum authorized positions for each job title and grade, and attached Exhibit B, which is also incorporated herein with the pay of each position, which shall not be deviated from and adopted as amended. Prior to any position corresponding with an established or non-elected officer position shall only be paid the rate of position once the person appointed to that position meets all qualifications for this position as required by ordinance, has been nominated by the mayor and received the approval for their appointment by the city council as required by KRS 83A.080 and city ordinance, and has taken the oath of office for that position. That a new section of the city ordinances shall be enacted on section 27.02 of the City of London Code of Ordinances. Any employee appointed to serve in an acting versus permanent capacity shall be paid their pay for the normal rate and shall not be permitted to be paid the rate of the acting position. Further, in no event shall an acting position be filled for a period of more than a total of 180 days, and no person who has appointed to an acting position shall be reappointed to an acting position. The acting period herein shall include all time that any person served in any acting role, including any time served prior to the adoption of this ordinance. That any temporary seasonal appointment to a position shall not be paid or kept on payroll for a period of more than 90 calendar days per year. The temporary period herein shall include all the time that any individual was classified as a temporary prior to the adoption of this ordinance. That all employees and non-elected officers shall be screened with a criminal background check prior to appointment, in the event that any employee shall have been convicted of any felony or misdemeanor crime involving dishonesty, disclosure to the city council, and approval of city council shall be required for any such appointment prior to the start of employment. To exercise any powers under KRS 83A.1307 to any appointments to positions within the pay classification plan, the mayor shall delineate by executive order all persons appointed to the position within the pay and classification plan, the rate of pay, as well as any prior experience determinations that the mayor makes to implement the pay and classifications plan. No person shall be appointed to any position within the city pay and classification plan who is not appointed by executive order that complies with the requirements herein. No person shall be employed by the City of London unless that position is contained within the pay classification plan. For the avoidance of all doubt, the mayor is not authorized to create or establish any position. The only positions of employment with or for the City of London shall be those contained within the pay and classification plan contained at Exhibit A and B hereto. No part-time position within the pay classification plan shall be permitted to work more than 25 hours per week. The experience bracket within the pay and classification plan shall include only full years of prior experience with either the City of London or the same as substantially similar positions within another government or relevant prior employer. General work experience or time in the workforce generally shall not satisfy that requirement. For law enforcement positions to be the same or subsequently equivalent positions, such experience requires prior certified law enforcement experience. For fire rescue positions to be the same or substantially equivalent positions, such experience requires prior service on a fire rescue squad. For any office work to be the same or substantially equivalent position, such experience requires substantially similar experiences in professional office setting. To the extent any reductions in force or are necessary by the adoption of this ordinance or any other pay or classification plan shall first be made to any temporary or seasonal employees and then be based on seniority based upon time employed with the City of London, Kentucky within the newest employee's reduced force. Because the City of London receives certain federal funding triggering the requirements of 5 U.S.C. 7321-7326, no employee of the City of London shall be a candidate for any partisan public office until while employed with the city. That any ordinance is in conflict with this ordinance be repealed to the extent such conflict. That this ordinance shall be effective on the date of publication or January 1st, 2025, whichever is later. If any section, sentence, clause, or phrase of this ordinance is held unconstitutional or otherwise invalid, such informality shall not affect the validity of the remaining ordinance.
Make a motion to pass the second reading. Again.
Second. Is there a second?
You had a second.
Okay, we can't hear you, sorry. Do your roll call.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. Baker?
Yes.
Ms. House?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
This next thing on the agenda is second reading of ordinance number 2025